So, who are you? How long have you been here? Why are you sitting here? And why on earth are you streaming? And how long? And why on this address?
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Wednesday.
Tifa earlier today had to undergo
An interrogation.
an impromptu interrogation that we will tell you about in a moment because it's facepalm worthy. But first, Sabes, congrats on being second. Hello, Honest Psycho. Hello, Sabes. Hello, Snowy. Hello, everybody.
It's halfway through the week.
Doing? Jack sus always has been.
Yeah.
Always has been. I was born sus. I was sus before sus became a thing.
Can confirm.
Tifa has amnesia. Also wouldn't shock me. No, but Tifa, please elaborate. What has happened to you?
Before I go into it, you might have seen like skits about German neighbors, and our neighbors fulfill all of it. They absolutely
the cliche German neighbor is very nosy, yells
must know everything.
Needs to know everything that is happening in and around the building that we live in.
Spies on you to make sure you recycle well.
Yes, that you always throw the right thing into the right trash can.
Our neighbor actually does check the trash every single day to make sure you didn't... That's what I said, our neighbor.
Probably also yells at
Throw away
children
the
when they're outside being children, having fun.
Preferably at like 2 in the afternoon in front of the soccer field, because that's no time for children to play outside.
Yeah, how
True
dare
story.
children play? Anyway, Tifa.
That's our neighbors. So
all of them. Normally we don't interact with them at all.
Half of all our neighbors are like that. Do I need to remind you that once my cousin was staying with us?
That's true.
And my cousin has dark skin. And one morning he went to go to the supermarket by himself to get breakfast for us.
As you do. You know,
As you
people
can.
need to eat.
He was stopped in the hallway by our neighbors asking what a foreigner is doing here and that he should probably just move on to his own country. That's the type of neighbors we have.
Again, there is one neighbor who
These are all different neighbors. You don't even know who our neighbors are.
The majority of our neighbors are very considerate. We don't have any problems with them.
Oh yes.
We never talk with them.
Indeed.
I take their packages when they're out there and when they come and pick them up. We
3 of
normally
them are
have
fine.
a completely normal relationship, the kind you want with your neighbors. You know, they don't bother you, you don't bother them. Everybody can just live their own happy lives next to each other, but never quite intersecting unless they want to. Until...
So I came home after work earlier, and while I was opening the door, I was looking at my phone. Don't even know what I was reading. I was just looking at an article, opening the door, and I hear one of the neighbors behind me. And he's like, "Oh, do you not know the way home anymore? Do you need to use a navigation?" And I'm like, "Oh,
at this point,
this is my phone."
At this point, it could just be an attempt at making light conversation and, you know, striking for humor.
I'm like, I was like, it's my phone, but who knows, sometimes I might get lost. And he's like...
Trying to make awkward small talk.
Like, I never see you guys. Have you been living here at all? I'm like, well, yeah, we've been living here for like 8
Close to
years
a decade
now.
soon, yeah.
Maybe 9 years, like around that.
It's been a while.
We both work a lot. We're not home quite often, so, you know, you don't see us a lot. He's like, yeah, but I like never see you. Maybe sometimes a glimpse, but then you're gone immediately. Like, you guys are gone for weeks on end, right? And then the apartment is empty. I'm like, no, like, we're on a vacation.
Yes, on YouTube. Exactly. I've heard of My Favorite Letters X. You should have said that. Thank you, Evie. Hello, happy Wednesday. How are you doing?
I was like, no, like, sometimes we're on a vacation for a week, but like I said, we're usually here. We're just quiet. We don't party.
Shouldn't
so
you...
You just don't hear us,
The fact
really.
that you barely know us, if you don't want to, shouldn't that be a plus?
And then he's like, you're a foreigner, right? I'm like, oh yeah, can you tell by my accent? I'm Dutch. And he's like, what about your boyfriend? I'm like, well, he's German. He's like,
then it's okay.
Okay. You know, I'm just asking because I have to know what's going on here. And you never really know. And have I already said you're never here? I'm like, no, we're always here. Like, do you work? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, which is why you
work?
don't usually see her, because she's out going to work, being at work, and coming home from work.
Like, I usually go to work, but I leave early. He's like, what time do you leave? I'm like, between 6 and 7. And I'm like actually answering these questions like the idiot I am.
Why
like,
would
why
you?
am I having this discussion anyway?
Why are you allowing yourself to be interrogated? This person has no authority.
And he's like, it's your boyfriend. Does he work? I'm like, yeah, he works from home. He's like, with his headsets on. I'm like, if that makes a difference, yeah.
Occasionally, yes.
I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, because you never come outside. I'm like, yeah. Like, I need to like go now.
I have things to do that are actually more worthwhile than having this absolutely pointless, and if I think too much about it, racist discussion with you, which is like not good.
It was absolutely racist.
Yeah.
He was. Oh, I'm not sure if this is the same neighbor that
Probably
told my
is.
cousin to fuck off,
Probably
or if
is.
it's the other.
Yeah.
If it's the other dude, the one that always fights with your dad because he doesn't know him and
My
he
dad
must
is
know
very
what goes
fightable,
on
though.
in the hallway.
My dad is very fightable.
Even
it's,
still,
it's very easy to like get into an argument with him.
I'm gonna put on a sign on my head next time that says resident.
I do actually live here.
I do actually live here.
You don't want to see you online, you'd get evicted for excess discussion of cannibalism. I don't think there's any laws dictating exactly when you overstep. I'm pretty sure Tifa, if there was, Tifa would crush that. But
Yeah.
I also have a feeling they wouldn't understand us because I don't think they speak English.
I think they should be happy they have neighbors such as us. Like,
Yes.
we are no hassle at all.
Yes, did we break any of your stuff? No. Do you hear us? No. What are you complaining about? Well, people don't use the internet, can't watch anime, so of course we are bored.
Probably.
Exactly.
I have to admit, though, the reason why they never see us, because if I want to go outside and I hear the neighbors in the hallway, I wait until they're gone.
Are we the only ones?
Like, I stand there with my hand on the door and I'm like waiting until I hear the doors close and then I go out.
This is normal, right? Like, this is not
kid
just
you
us
not.
doing that. Everybody does that. Unless you have a relationship with your neighbors where you do actually want to talk to them, which is cool, you know, to each their own. But if you're the kind of person like us, you just want to be left alone, you also do it, right?
We have quite a few nice neighbors. Like, we have a couple that want to be really chatty. Some of them are more judgmental
nice.
and want to know what you're doing. Like, they will literally keep standing in the hallway to try to look into your apartment or see what mail you're getting out or what trash you're throwing away.
The cliche nosy ones.
Yeah. Oh, I'll just avoid it.
Do you guys have any neighbor stories you feel like sharing? I feel like other than the occasional racist interrogation, that usually it's not me going through this, because, I mean, look at me, there is nothing that makes people want to have this conversation with me. I mean, when I speak German, I don't have an accent, I look like a German, so, you know, racists don't find me offensive to them. The only other thing I notice from our neighbors occasionally is that somebody is moving the elephant that they have upstairs. But other than that...
I believe the ones upstairs got a baby.
Oh.
I saw someone this week with a baby go up. I have no clue.
I haven't heard a baby.
I don't even know who lives above us, but I think there's a baby involved.
I only know most of our neighbors because they say hi to me when they walk past me, and then I'm like, oh yeah, hi. Sure.
I know some of them, because there's like 3-4 neighbors which are quite nice and cool. Like, we take each other's packages, we say hi, like general nice, but we stay out of all each other's business.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Don't speak to me any as preferred. Yeah, fair enough. But I can hear my neighbor talking to himself if we're both in our garages at the same time, even with the door closed. Oh, we do have one neighbor facing this wall. Like the one behind, there's another room behind this.
The bedroom, yeah.
Yeah. Every morning and every evening at the same time, he coughs.
He coughs.
And
usually
it
wake up
sounds
to
like
that.
he cuffs directly into the wall to our bedroom. We never hear him do anything else. He is not like interrupting us, but like sometimes when you wake up early enough, you hear him cuff, and in the evening, when you're in our bedroom at the right time, you also hear him cuff.
Yeah, I get a little bit worried when I don't hear him cough in the morning, but then
He's on a
usually-
vacation usually for like a week or so. And then he
Yeah,
comes back
then
and
after a
the
week
coughing
it's
returns.
like back and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
he's back.
Used to live next to a woman that my stepdad called Cracky. I saw it first, I was reading, I was like, what? Oh, okay, yeah. As far as I know, not her face. So, yeah, I don't, like,
That's asking for trouble.
nothing good will come out of that, right? Like, yeah. Unable to stay for pre-stream and maybe we'll rejoin near the end, which makes me sad because interesting things are incoming. That's fine. The video will be up later.
Appreciate you dropping by for
Exactly.
the pre-stream anyway.
Exactly. Enjoy the time we get to spend together.
Exactly. And not with neighbors.
I have to say I don't recall ever having any issues. Oh wait, I'm lying. Our old next door neighbor was a capital B bitch.
She was interesting.
When we moved in, we had to renovate the apartment because that's normally what you do when you move in Germany. So of course there were sounds, you know, us moving like all the stuff inside,
During
painting,
normal hours.
drilling, always during the normal hours when you're supposed to be doing these things. Never like threaded the needle a bit too early, but never. She still
Usually a
complained
bit
to us.
later too.
And then one day, when we were doing the living room, on the wall there was this weird device I had never seen plugged into a power socket. And there was one cable running into it, one out of it, and one through the wall to our neighbor. I'm like, so there is something in my apartment.
There's also this really annoying big box.
Using my electricity and it's attached to her stuff. So I removed it because this is my apartment, right?
It turned out it was a TV box
It's
in our apartment.
It's a signal amplifier.
For her thingy.
Yeah, apparently she got cable or whatever through the cable running through our apartment. Anyway, so I took that thing out, I fixed up the wall, and then I put wallpaper over it because I don't care. 2 hours later, I'm shopping with my dad. Tifa's off doing whatever because we needed more supplies. And I get a call from my neighbor.
No. Oh yeah, it was
From
the
my
neighbor.
neighbor.
Yeah, I remember.
From the lady. And
How did you get
I've
my
only
number?
spoken to her like 4 times. 3 times when she was complaining that we were making sounds. Yeah, putting up wallpaper and painting. Drilling once.
We also had like a sign in the hallway like, hey, we're
Yeah.
renovating between
Yeah.
like 10
Sorry
and
for
6.
any noises.
There might be some noise.
And I certainly never gave her my phone number. And she's like super like emotional, like, my TV isn't working. You need to come here and fix this. Yada yada. I'm like, who are you? Where did you get my number from? She told me she's the neighbor. She got it from our landlord. I afterwards sent an email to our landlord telling him, A, first of all, please don't hand out my phone number without my consent. That's problematic. Plus, TV not working is not a life or death emergency, so doesn't work. Anyway, so I went over to her apartment when we came back, and turns out her TV didn't work anymore because I plugged out the thing. I did this through our landlord. We both have the same one, or had the same one at the time. And I told them, listen, I will not reinstall the device. If she wants to do something with her cable, she can do that herself. They had to send a technician specifically for her that pulled out her cable that she wasn't using.
In the meantime, we also got 2 handwritten complaint letters.
Yes.
One she wanted to put through our like front door
Which is
that
glued
had
shut.
had a
forever.
letter thing.
Even before we moved in, it
No.
was.
I
we
was
close
the
it?
one that glued it shut because there was a lot of air coming through it.
Yeah.
So I closed it
building.
off to like stop the cold from coming in. So she was trying to get that letter through, which
didn't
of
work.
course didn't work. So she sent it in our letterbox in front of the door.
The actual mailbox.
The actual mailbox. Then we got a complaint from her about us closing the letterbox because she wants to be able to send her complaints to us through that. And it's like...
She moved out a while ago and it's been so much quieter. Also, she smoked like a friggin' chimney. Like, whenever you opened a window or something, you could smell her apartment, and I'm so happy she's gone. I can open the windows again. I can stand on my balcony. I can breathe the air, and not just her cigarettes.
It was a really interesting relationship. We still accepted each other's packages. And then
us willingly, because we're nice, and she would always let us have it.
She also did it, though. She complained about us.
Yes.
About having to accept the packages.
Yes, that's what I mean. She was also passive aggressive about it.
She could have refused.
I accepted your package yesterday. You haven't picked it up yet? I'm sorry if I didn't leave a note and it's been, what, 12 hours? You could have knocked. I'm sorry. Package. Yes. Yes.
The audacity. Stop not letting us complain about you. It was really funny.
Yeah, it's a thing. Used to have loud as roommates though. If an annoying jerk would walk by my door to the bathroom and state, "I don't like this octopus," because he misheard an in-joke. And he play moves like Jagger and brush his teeth hard enough to dry heave. What the? The music part, okay. Arguable. I also like to put on music when I'm in the bathroom, like getting ready and stuff. I just like having like background sound. But why would you brush your teeth in a way that makes you go like, like?
I guess the tongue.
Or maybe the back of the teeth, the molars.
No, definitely tongue brushing.
Now that I said it, I take it back. I understand the problem. Ever since in my late 20s, I got all 4 wisdom teeth. I have to like reach super deep to like get behind them, and sometimes when I'm not paying attention, I get a bit towards the tongue, and then it's like, okay, fair. Maybe that was it, or they were just weird. Why?
I hope you got better roommates.
Yes.
Now, if you still have roommates.
Yes, definitely.
But having good neighbors, or just I've been
not just
good
normal
neighbors. It's
normal
really
is
nice.
fine. I don't need. I'm happy with good neighbors, but I'm fine with normal neighbors.
I mean, you don't need to necessarily be friends with your neighbors, even though I do always had the, like, you know, in the Netherlands, especially in like the smaller areas where I came from.
Different.
It's
common
really
nice,
if you move in, you ring the bell, you get maybe give them some cake.
That's
you
normal
them
here
for
too.
coffee.
We just never did that.
I have never ever
Neither
seen
have
that
any
here.
of the people who moved in after us, so I guess it's not a thing here.
I've
I was raised
never
like that.
seen that here.
I have when I was a kid.
But you give them like cake or cookies, maybe have a coffee with them, introduce yourself. You know, you have like this whole neighbor.
With the new
thing.
people from 28B.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it doesn't mean you need to be friends immediately, but it's nice to know your neighbor has your back, you know.
Yeah, community.
Yeah,
Something
basically.
like that. Just knowing people around you.
Hey, sometimes you need your neighbor. Like
That's
back
true.
then, we still went to the neighbor to ask for a cup of sugar or an egg.
1 egg, please. Nowadays, I'm so like, I so don't want to deal with people. Thankfully, we live nearby supermarkets. If I needed something, I would never ask a neighbor. Either I would just go to the store, I would just make something else.
I have actually asked the neighbors for 2 eggs before.
Here?
Yeah,
Okay, what did I say?
but the nice ones.
Okay. Did you return the eggs?
Yeah, I gave them a new package of eggs.
So you took 2, you returned like 12.
Yeah, I thought it was nice. It's not
That's
very
true.
common here.
That's
do
true, I
these
mean, they
things.
helped you out. Your need was clearly urgent.
And that was years ago. I was baking a cake. I didn't have eggs.
My favorite letter was eggs. Hey. Yeah.
The supermarkets weren't open. And it's like,
Well,
I need this cake tomorrow.
I made 90% of a batter. I need 1 more ingredient. Guess now I have to do the thing where I talk to my neighbors.
I do remember them looking really shocked.
Yeah, I mean, who
Which
does
is
that anymore?
normal. I mean, we got asked for the time last week on the street.
I was so
And
shocked.
You couldn't even answer. You were like...
I'm like, how do I find out the time? Oh wait, I have a phone.
That stuff isn't... It's still normal because it's a normal question, but it's not normal anymore. You know,
It's not. It's not.
There's no need
It's
anymore,
the most uncommon thing nowadays because doesn't everybody have like at least one smart device on them at all times?
Yeah, exactly.
Like usually.
That's what makes it funny.
Do you guys not have phone? I guess hers was dead or something. Like the battery was empty. I mean, we both had ours on us, but I just didn't realize. Wait. Time. Oh wait, I don't have a. Yeah, and then I realized. Oh wait, I can just check the time.
I tried getting my new neighbor a half a pie, then I found out he works at a bakery. But that's not the point. It's about the fact that it was sweet and you tried to give him something.
Exactly.
The fact that they are a baker themselves doesn't really matter. It's the thought that counts.
Besides, I know some people who work in a field and they never want to do the thing they do for a living at home. So maybe it's a baker, or they are a baker, who bakes all day, and then when they're at home, it's like, fuck this, I'm not gonna use the oven.
Yeah, makes sense.
Still nice. Still
Evie,
sweet.
congratulations on being first.
Yes, congrats. Dang! Yeah, I mean, 111,000 points for a reason.
Still got 600,000 points left, basically.
We still need to figure something out for like super high point redeems.
Yeah,
I mean, we always return them after people use them. Except for if they do something that costs us actual money.
We could put something at like 1 million, but like what?
That's excessive. 1 million is excessive.
Well, there are people that have like 1 million redeems and then it's like, oh, end the stream or take a vacation. Like, I wouldn't put that in, I think, but...
Pick your nose live on camera.
I'll do that for less.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Things Tifa also shouldn't be doing, but has to because I keep making her. Tifa, would you like to give us a recap of what happened the last time we played Zero Escape of Virtue's Last Reward?
For sake sleep and keep playing this VM. I'm gonna...
I would love to.
Enter that redeem when we're like 1 hour away from finishing it.
Yeah, but we never know that. Remember when we promised during Danganronpa? We will finish chapter 2 today. And we sat here for 10 hours? I don't regret doing that. That's not what I mean. I enjoyed it, and being still awake at like 4:30 was magical in a way. I just swallowed.
You're okay.
I do mean it. It was amazing. But at the same time, that messed up my sleep cycle rhythm thing for like 3 weeks. I was a mess afterwards the next Monday even still.
You can't just do it for free, Tifa. Not for free, but for less. Little dance, I can do that for free.
Oh yeah, burning calories.
You know what I realized I can't do?
Out of rhythm.
That ear cleaning thing. It's like super awkward. It's like, what do you...
Do you need help getting taught how to use Q-tips?
Yeah, there's like this dance.
Oh, the dance.
Where you do the Q-tip thing.
You're doing it right now.
Oh yeah, it feels weird.
You do the something like that.
We dance like potatoes.
That's the best way of dancing. Dance like nobody is watching.
Yeah, very true.
Also do recaps like everybody is watching. Stop stalling.
I know exactly where we are right now. I just have a hard time saying what happened before we got to that point.
So last stream started off with us having just left the rec room.
We just left the rec room. Alice and Luna are dead once again.
Dio found them.
Dio found them. We don't know if Dio is the killer yet, like as always. We don't
Quark
have
is
enough evidence.
Still.
Quark is once again missing, so Quark is definitely a suspect.
Last seen by Ten Miyuji and... who was he with? And Kay... no wait, Ten Miyuji and... Ten Miyuji and Luna were together with Quark. They entered the room when Quark went missing. Now Luna and Alice are dead.
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
And now we... Did something happen in between? Like, we now went into a golem room
Before that,
together with...
Before that, we had a whole Ambidex game. We chose to betray...
Are we sure this happened yesterday?
We chose to betray Kay, who wanted to ally with us.
Who also betrayed us.
So we had the whole Really? Talk with him and he was like, yeah, really. I tried to kill you.
He wouldn't have killed us.
Yeah, I know. The whole betrayal thing. And after that, we, together with the Betrayal K, walked around, went into the infirmary, looked at old dead lady again,
I
because
fully remember.
why wouldn't we?
For some reason, we decided to just go like, look at her wrist.
Let's touch the dead person. And then we learned that there's a blood spatter on her lower arm and her hand, but there is a slice of blood missing. It looks perfectly clean. And then Siggy was having a whole debate like, oh, this is a very broad stripe that doesn't have blood on it. Aren't women's armlets and bracelets usually thinner?
And we were like, oh, wait.
Bracelets!
So we found out that that old lady was actually a participant in the game, got killed.
Dio killed her.
Someone took her bracelet and took her place. Which
yeah.
is
we have
probably
reason
Dio.
to believe it was Dio because we already have gotten the Dio ending. Yeah. But thankfully, in the rec room, we had found an old trusty friend, Lumi-know-l, which Siggy
because someone
also remembered
their bloody watch.
Lumi-know-l can show you traces of blood. So now the next thing is probably us trying to get everybody together to
No, first we're gonna do the golem room, and then because time was running out, and then after that we're gonna get everyone together and do the
Yeah, true. We ended after entering a new room because we retraced our steps to try to find Quark again, and a new room had opened that nobody has ever been in so far. It's the Golem room, Golem Bay. I have no idea what a golem is. Gauleum? I don't even know how to pronounce
golem. Like, you know, this clay.
Yeah, but... Oh, golem.
I doubt it's that, but yeah, golem.
Not golem, like, precious. There's golem, there's golem, like this clay machine living thing. Golem room. Yeah, you have to quote all of the Lord of the Rings to be able to get through. That would be kind of cool.
Gonna stick to that. Probably easier to...
Guess you have to go there to find out. That's the plan.
Also, I'm super excited, Evie, for you to start Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And I want updates on how you're liking it, and on how you like the characters, and how it compares to the previous ones, because that one is really good.
It's my favorite one.
And it's so good. Thinking about it makes me happy.
As it should.
Piece of cake. Time for a break. We're just kidding, it's not time for a break yet.
No, we were quoting something from Xenoblade.
But it is always time for cake.
It should be.
Always.
Tifa, are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you ready?
As a matter of fact.
Am I ready? Yes, I am.
But it's...
Oop. There we go.
Nowadays, after you press the Leoran board, there's a little...
It's not Leoran board.
The semi board. There's a little delay and it keeps making me think it's not pressed.
Yeah, don't know why that is. Oh well, it works. We're there. So.
We just entered the room. This is the first thing we see and what's being said.
Huh? What's this room?
That looks like a workbench of some sort.
A workbench? What?
I would have thought a supercomputer or something.
Yeah, like something...
Like the control panel of this entire building.
Yeah, maintenance, administration, supervision, something like that. Definitely not a workbench. Maybe, but what sort of work? Well, why to find Quark, not look at a workbench? You go check out the fire and all right?
Very well.
Nothing. He's not here either.
Also, what is this? Is that a staircase
like
up,
a small platform,
and then one off?
Yeah, it's like a small platform to stand on and give a presentation or something.
Okay.
When you give a talk to a group. Like a... what's the fancy word? Dais? Slightly elevated platform.
Getting that impression, but okay.
Maybe if you press buttons we'll find out. A podium! That's the normal people word. Exactly.
Yeah, but this is not broad enough to be considered a podium, no.
Well,
Looks more like a small walkway.
enough to stand on for a person giving a presentation or something. Looks like with a military man from the start of Metal Gear Solid 2 is.
I don't know what it starts like.
It didn't occur to me, but everything in this warehouse kind of gives me Metal Gear Solid 2 vibes. Yeah, now you're flooding my mind with like all the images from back then. Yeah.
Also, we have weird little chicken doves here looking for food.
Oh my god, now I see the birds too.
Can I? Oh, it fits perfectly!
It was meant to be.
It fits! Where's blue? No, green. Yeah, blue. Wait. Like you have...
No, red.
Okay, wait. You have the beak.
It just keeps getting better, this image.
This one is absolutely great. Then we have an eye here. This is the body. Let me take the body like this.
Oh, it's not a chicken, it's a heron. You know those birds that have like super stretchy long necks when they're hunting?
Let's make the eye a bit more clear.
You know what I mean?
There. Yeah.
You need to draw the rest of the body. It's like a giraffe, but a bird. I don't know how to explain a heron if you've never seen one. Look it up on YouTube, you can find from there.
And then this outline are the legs. And it has stripes, wait, it has stripes.
It's
a striped heron.
Zebra, giraffe, chicken.
It doesn't seem like it has
Tastes like chicken.
wings.
It doesn't need wings. Do you see the legs?
I absolutely need a screenshot of this when it's done.
We cannot delete this one anymore.
When
we need to keep adding to it.
When we have like a clear background, I want a screenshot.
It's gonna be my new wallpaper.
I'm gonna feel sad about...
Yeah. It's like a crane or a tall egret. It's a bird.
It's so cute.
It's beautiful.
I'm glad.
I'm happy we came here. Oh, I know what to call it. Golem. Like the room we're in.
That's actually a really good name.
I know it. Look, it's a golem bird. Hey, Kay. That's not what he sounded like.
The bird does.
It's not a Pokemon, Tifa. It doesn't just say its name.
It's
Check!
It's the call of the golem.
How's it going over there?
Yeah, basically.
He's busy looking at the bird. Kay! Can you hear me?
Did Kay disappear?
Kay was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath a thing that looked like a workbench. What the hell? Help me, Step Sigmimes. I walked toward him as I spoke. Okay,
Wait.
so first of all, the thing we saw first wasn't supposed to be the workbench. That is supposed to be the workbench, I'm guessing. Second of all, I understand the whole we usually don't see other characters do things on screen, but where is Kay supposed to be in this? Because
Is he like trying to crawl through this, or what's he
because it
doing?
looks very small for somebody
So
of
it-
Kay's stature.
I want to say this puddle here looks exactly like the lake I draw. Does that count as a prediction?
A little bit, but why is there liquid on there?
Depends what that kind of liquid is.
Hey man, what's going on here?
Oh, nothing.
I bent down and saw he was staring at something that appeared to be a safe.
Oh wait, is that our safe?
I don't know.
That's our safe, emptied.
It's empty.
Yes.
Was there something in there before?
No, it was empty when I found it.
Was it?
Yes.
Then what are you doing staring into an empty safe?
I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe.
It's a good question. Wouldn't that have been the team that went through the green door? I think that was Dio, Fi, and Clover.
No, that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center. The nameplate on the store says this is the Golem Bay, however.
Okay, Golem. Now we know. Thanks.
Okay.
I still don't know what a...
I don't know what a golem is.
You're saying they didn't go here.
Guacamole bay.
I believe that is the case. Which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled. If
So-
Dio, Fi, and Clover did not open the safe, who did?
Yeah. That's what I was gonna ask, but Tifa pressed the button too fast.
Well, we also have 10 Miyuji, Alice, Luna. We don't know where they went, I think.
This would still be the very first time that 2 rooms have opened after somebody pulled the lever. That's weird. Getting out the booklet. Well, there's no point thinking about it. We should get back.
Oh wait! I thought we were going to investigate this room, but we're still looking for Quark.
Yes.
We split up. We didn't say that in the recap.
I did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we're still looking for Quark.
Did we?
Yeah, I did. You didn't, I did.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were gonna investigate, and I'm like, why? How can it be empty? But now I realize it's because we're not here to investigate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
that took a moment.
There was another
Good morning,
door,
Tifa.
wasn't there?
You'd think I didn't play this yesterday.
Yep. Let's get moving then.
Wait, can I still? No.
No.
Okay, fine.
Do you think Kay was lying about there not being anything in there?
I don't think so. There's no reason to leave anything in the safe.
Well, if it was actually opened before we went in there.
I don't think there was something in it.
Wait, really quick, Gollum. G-A-U-L-E-M. If you spell it backwards, does it mean anything? If you change the letters around?
I'm getting robot vibes, but from the room.
Magul.
Like mecha something.
Lumage. Nah. So this is the treatment center, huh?
This is the room that Dio visited.
Don't you think that's kind of strange?
Magyars? That also sounds like
Magyars! Doesn't that mean...
What's a Magyar?
Doesn't that mean Hungarian people in Hungarian?
I don't think that's a Hungarian room.
No, but Magyar. Magyar is Hungarian, in Hungarian, right? We've been to Budapest a couple of years ago.
You think I remember?
A few things at least, yeah.
No.
Tifa doesn't even remember eating kurtukalash.
I remember
Chimney
going
cake.
to
Chimney cake.
Budapest. I don't remember the language or any words from it.
On behalf of all Hungarian people, I am offended. Not really. Until now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So, why are there 2 rooms on the other side of a green door?
An excellent question.
We can talk to others later, I guess, and see if they know anything. Can I split up and begin to look for places where Quake might... Quake. It's a first-person shooter kind of thing. Can I split up and begin to look for places where Quark might have hidden, or small holes he might have escaped through? Small holes. Beautiful. I believe that is the Hungarian people and what they call their nation. It's like how Deutschland didn't call themselves Germania. I'm not quite sure, but I think some guy tried to make that the name. Thankfully he was stopped.
Okay, don't think I've heard of it.
That face when they don't know how to pronounce Budapest. Yeah, sorry, it's Budapest. Technically, no. But it's not spelled that way in English. I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry for offending all of you. Budapestians.
We're good at that.
Huh? What are these?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
Do you think Quark jumped into one of these? Like, so long, suckers.
Does the blue... What color was it when it was activated? Was that blue?
Tifa, that's been weeks. I don't recall. The windows are covered with frost on the inside. I can't see in.
Oh, that could be a sign.
Yeah, I guess.
Shall we open it?
Yes. Yeah, might as well. Have at it. Half-frozen Quark.
It's empty. Ah, he is in there.
Hey, I was right. I mean, I said Quark jumped into it, but... Quark?
Do you think Quark did that himself? Or Ten Miyuji is frantically looking for him.
I don't know, probably Dio. If in doubt, it was Dio.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, his bracelet
Oh,
is
damn!
off.
I didn't realize!
But wait, if you're put into this chromatic thing and you're frozen...
Cryogenic pod.
And you're frozen, doesn't your heartbeat stop?
We...
He doesn't need to be dead.
If you get cryogenically frozen, your heart stops beating, right? Because you are frozen solid.
Like, he could actually still be alive.
So, he might just be too cool for school.
You know, the funny thing is, they zoomed into this, and I was like, something from his neck is missing. This is like the outline of something taken in a game. You know, there was something, and it's like the shape. I'm like, oh wait, they're zooming in on the wrist.
Hey Tifa, when after you've been in the pod and you got thawed out, you're walking around again. After being frozen so long, do you think all of your jokes will still be solid?
Yours always will be.
What's cooler than being cold? Ice cold! It's been so long since that song came out. But that would mean everyone could get rid of the bracelets. I think we're gonna use that. Yeah.
That could actually be.
Do you want to write that down?
Yeah, good. Right.
Cryo sleep
Psycho with it.
equals getting bracelet off. She's making me write this down as yours. There we go. No. Oh no. His bracelet, it's... Oh god.
So, question is, where is
Dio.
that bracelet?
I don't care, Dio.
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
Then the bracelet can't be off.
Yes, it can.
If he's breathing, his heart is still beating.
It fell off during the cryosleep.
Oh, you think he's waking up now?
The easiest way to get the bracelet off without any repercussions that we know of other than maybe side effects of being cryogenically frozen is you go in there, you angle your arms in a way so that the bracelet can just slide off when you get frozen, and as you get frozen through, your heart stops beating, the thing just goes and falls off. And then they take you out again and you're free to go.
But that's
Easy.
not the point now.
Yes, that is the point. That is the point.
He wasn't put in here to just do that.
We don't know that. Oh, how would you know?
Someone must have done it because you can't start the pod from the inside.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we do know. There's no buttons on the inside.
We never stepped inside to try it out ourselves.
We have opened them, remember?
What if...
There's nothing on the inside.
We would have touchscreens that only activate once the thing is closed.
We would have seen something like a touchscreen.
No, you don't, not necessarily.
Someone put them in there.
Most likely, yes, but we cannot rule out that the thing can be used from the inside. Maybe there's an A button to press and find out. What? I quickly pressed a finger to Quark's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there. He's alive. He's alive!
What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
I laughed a lot and grabbed Kane a bear hug, or at least as much of one as I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relief chuckle.
Oh, look at us becoming friends again.
But if he's still alive, why is his bracelet off? Zero Jr. said that it would only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Senior took it off?
That head image. That should have been like its own little art to me, honestly.
Yes.
Like there's one scene where they were hugging.
This game is effectively unplayable now. Why didn't we get that as a cutscene?
It really should have.
What? Why?
I have no idea.
And maybe Zero Senior brought Quark here and put him in the pod thing too. Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
He's sick? What has he got?
Well, how would I know that?
Aren't you a machine?
We should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
Hopefully. Yeah, I bet. Do you think you can carry him, or...?
No, I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous.
Okay.
They also opened it already.
Yeah, I mean...
Which means it's turned off now.
The
I
treatment
don't
he is
know.
currently undergoing could be compromised.
I think we did that already, but...
I'm guessing we now closed it again?
Hopefully. Oh,
I'll close the pod's cover.
Oh, there we go.
Is that
There you
all
go.
right?
yeah. Sure. He needs to cool down a little bit. I think he needs to warm up a little bit. Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's going to be alright?
What do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open that thing on his own?
He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover.
Open, not start.
If
Of
it-
course you can open it.
Of course, there might be other buttons to control the thing from the inside.
No.
So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
Okay, who's gonna lock the pod? But if someone locks him in, he's screwed.
Yes, that is what I said.
But, you know, we're gonna get Tenmyoji now and come back. What can happen in those 10 minutes besides someone stabbing him?
Plenty.
Like what?
Infinite amounts of things, because time only passes when we press buttons and want it to.
Like, even if he wakes up in that time.
Mm-hmm.
The worst that's going to happen is that he's gonna be traumatized and will become a claustrophobic.
At the very least.
Probably.
Yeah.
But you needn't worry.
Oh, good.
You see? I have not engaged the lock.
But somebody else could.
We should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's go.
Now let's run there. Tell him we found Quark, he's fine, and let's go back.
No, let's take the long way around.
It does kind of feel like the long way. But I don't think there's much of a choice here.
Once again, it was time for the scenic route. I still wonder if there's gonna be like some significance to the whole AB thing. AB game, warehouse A, warehouse B.
One way to find out.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
Ambidex, exactly. This is it?
Yeah. Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it.
I explained to them how we'd found Quark in the treatment center.
I see. Well, that's good to hear.
Little jerk, making us all worried.
Not you.
Mm-hmm.
There is more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort.
Is this the first time Fire's smiling? I think like the second time?
We've seen that, like, animation before, just not
yeah,
very
very
often.
rarely.
Not
Which-
often.
Which makes sense. I mean, given the whole situation, there isn't that much to be smiling about for these characters. But yeah, it's a very rare instance.
Yep.
As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright?
Yeah, he'll probably...
Probably. Do you even...
Whatever, at least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
We have 2 people dead.
3.
We have 3 people dead. I was gonna ask you who the third person was.
Imagine
but we still
forgetting
have
old dead lady.
a dead lady. It's
Wow.
like, it's quite a shocker. We now found someone alive. Yes,
A little bit.
It kind of is, honestly.
Can't beat Luna's smile though.
She can now.
I guess.
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Yeah, I'll explain it after Tenmuji and Clover get back. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different rooms?
2?
No, just the treatment center.
Oh my god, I realized something.
What is it? Luna is dead?
Yeah, by the way, that happened. I see. And what was the other one?
What do you mean, the other one?
You know, you know where there's that intersection with 3 doors? Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center when you went through the green door. But the other one...
Who could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Oh! Oh my god, you're right, the bracelet with 9 points somewhere is missing.
Quark has 9 points!
Yes, because of Tenmyuji betraying Luna, who had already died. Quark has 9 points, so somebody has a bracelet with a 9 on it.
True, now it makes sense. Someone tried to get rid of Quark and hit him to get his bracelet.
But they didn't want to kill him. At least.
The question is...
Well, maybe they did, but we don't know that.
Who now has that bracelet and why didn't they leave already? Why do I think it's Clover and Tenmyuji are missing? Because Clover is trying to make it through the 9 door. Every time we get fucked over, it's Clover.
Do you think we're finally getting an ending where we're just in a random room and suddenly we hear the number 9 door has been opened? You just need 9 BP yourself for your own bracelet. Unless you pull a Dio and you take yours off and you put the other one on. No? Because there never was a rule that says the bracelet that you started the game with needs to have 9 BP on it. It's just the bracelet on your arm needs to have 9 BP.
How's he gonna take it off and put the other one on?
Cryosleep?
How's he gonna convince someone to do that for him?
I don't know.
Not happening.
It's not impossible.
Besides, if he has his bracelet off already, why not keep it off and just use the other bracelet to scan it? Why would you put that thing back on?
I don't know.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
I don't know.
So did you and Kay go through the other door?
Yeah.
What was in there?
Nothing really.
It appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
Wait, do you think it's a room for servicing Kay's suit? It looked very futuristic, right? With those like chicken crane thingies looking like they could do maintenance on a robot.
If anything, it's maintenance for a robot.
Yes, but since we haven't encountered any robots yet, I'm going with the next best thing. And Kay looks suspiciously like the thing they're wearing could use some maintenance at some point.
Do you really think his suit needs maintenance?
Yes. I had the same thought, jacket off my head. Never. It's quite comfy in there.
Nutella, how you doing?
Hello. Happy
Technically,
Wednesday.
you just need a bracelet with 9 BP to open the 9 door. It doesn't have to be your bracelet and you don't need to wear it. Yeah, but if you have a bracelet with 9, you can't be wearing your bracelet that doesn't have 9. Because then you can't go through the door.
But we don't know that.
Yeah, because only
Nutella has a point.
Only the people with 9 or more are allowed to enter through the door. That's why the rest can't follow.
Yeah, but what counts as the person having 9 points? Is it enough to have... Do you have to have the bracelet attached to your arm like a bracelet? Or is it enough to have that thing in your pocket?
I get what you mean. You can open the door, but the moment your bracelet with 6 points passes that door, technically you're dead. That's the whole point.
You get penalized. Penalization meaning death. Unless you have a dose of the neostigism stuffs. So you can just
still pass out outside of the door.
No. You open the door, the thing injects you with Soparil, as we've seen when it's happened to Sigma.
Yeah, and then you
it
pass
doesn't
out.
instantly knock you out. You can assume they have a few moments, and then you just go, you know what, Zero Genius? Haha, it doesn't work. There.
Yeah, but I mean, you will still pass out. You just don't get killed.
Yeah.
I mean...
Just jump
I think
really
that's,
far into the room so that in the maximum of 18.5 seconds, where the door is still opening and then closes or so, people can't reach you and pull you back out.
I mean, that seems a bit far-fetched.
Oh, like a person in a robot suit? Like morphogenetic fields?
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
You know what I suddenly realized? We never went into the white blood thing anymore.
Because it didn't happen.
That didn't appear anywhere.
Because it didn't happen.
Oh yeah.
None of this flow.
That is true. I'm guessing we need to go all the way back to the other one for... Yeah, okay.
Who knows?
Are they gonna come back?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
I'm guessing they're dead too? No, there's something I want to check first.
It's never easy with you, is it?
Well,
Wow.
let's get it over with.
Kinda rude. Ping also means if he also has your own bracelet on. Yeah, I guess.
Huh.
Also neostagism. Okay. I will try to remember the pronunciation.
Oh.
Didn't cut your hand with Flo and Alice was already dead. Hence the no
Yeah,
white
but I
blood.
thought it would come back in one of the flows, but that seemed to be flow specific.
I mean, in the others, whenever there was blood from Sigma, it was red blood.
Also, it looks like we're already gonna go psh psh.
Oh, yeah, this is the Lumi-know-l room. Okay.
This is the rec room.
Mhm.
Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
Yeah, your arm. I said nothing and instead made my way over toward the cabinet. Inside was the Lumi-know-l. I reached in and pulled it out, then headed to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Wow, where are the letters on the billiard table?
Gone.
Remember we psh pshed?
Somebody licked off the... I don't think that's good for a person.
Why
Maybe
do
don't
I
that.
think licking a pool table is an actual fetish?
Pretty sure it is.
It probably is.
I don't want to think about that.
Whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Why? You scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
Then show me how brave you are. Stick out your bracelet. You two fight, please.
Our bracelets?
Yeah. I want to see the underside of them.
What do you mean by that?
This part, Dio.
I don't think I've ever seen that done. Someone licking a pool table, or is that not what you're talking about?
I have also not seen that done.
I have to say, me neither.
But if a human mind can envision it, another human surely will have done it already.
Yeah, if you can think of it.
I wouldn't be sure if
It
I wouldn't be shocked if there's like a subreddit, pool lickers. but no, actually, wait. Pool lickers, the subreddit probably has beef with pool lickers too, because one of them is about licking the inside of swimming pools, and the other is about pool tables, and they're fighting about who gets the
Who has the
original.
rights.
Yeah.
That
Make
would
it
actually
happen.
be really funny.
Don't get him started on Billy. Exactly. I'm playing by different rules. I mean, the side on the bottom. The side that doesn't have a display on it. Come on, you really gonna make me explain this?
I
Yes.
know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Just do it. It's not hard.
Should I also participate?
No, you're fine, Kay. Your bracelet is a little different from ours. But I'll join in on... but I'll join in just to make it fair. And then it doesn't work on anybody because the person who has the bracelet is actually Kay. There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Fi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upward.
This okay?
Yeah. Just hold it like that for a moment. As fast as I could, I put As fast as I could, I pulled the Lumi-know-l from my pocket and sprayed it across all 3 of our wrists.
Cold. What the hell, man?
And
In this moment, when the guy you don't like goes into the room with the 3 of you and has the other one standing there and tells you all to hold out your wrists, if you get hit suddenly with a liquid, would you rather it be cold or warm? I go with cold.
I guess warm.
Cold, yeah, exactly, same.
Like, cold is more of a shock.
Yeah, but if you think about it, it's a shock in a good way.
Why?
Why would it be warm?
I don't know. Room temperature?
Yes, Tifa. She's so innocent.
I mean, warm just seems better.
Warm liquids could be biological. I don't want that. Yeah, come on, man. It was the game that had a whole sequence with white sticky stuff on our hand. It wasn't me.
I think the pool licking distracted you.
Can someone bonk me?
Also, this route is gonna end before we see the results or just after confirming that Dio's bracelet is glowing?
It's gonna end after that because of something, and then in the Dio ending it gets explained that he infiltrated. I would be...
We already have the Dio ending.
Yes. But that's how they like
Oh,
gel
that's how
together.
they... Yeah, okay.
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. Don't see anything glowing. Vice bracelet is clean. So is mine, of course.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Honestly, it also leaves Clover, Alice,
Tenmyuji.
Tenmyuji.
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet. Is something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio. We don't have time for this.
Why do I have to do what you tell me to?
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
Well, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna find it on me.
Then just show me your arm.
No,
He did it.
you don't get to order me around. I have rights.
What is a free country? What is America?
Also, how glowy are we talking? Because we can probably already see it.
I don't think it's like a beacon of light.
Is
It's
it
not like a lighthouse kind of thing.
You know, in the 90s you had these glow-in-the-dark stars for on your ceiling?
Yeah.
Are we talking like that
I
glow-in-the-dark?
think it's like that.
Because then we can see it.
Probably. As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
That sounds so creepy.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Suddenly you have this like 7-foot tall robot looking guy in front of you, like,
Tackle him.
Oh, true, that's the line from, what is it, 2001 Space Odyssey? Or the... that other movie about traveling space.
Oh, there's very little... That's...
Hell 9000, people don't know. I think it's phosphorescent, but not like a hard glow. Yeah, it's like you would see it, but it's not like...
Okay.
Yeah, not in your face.
Oh, we got it now.
He spun around toward the other exit. Stop him!
Oh yeah, there's two.
Yes.
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Kick him in the face.
All 3 of us leapt at Dio. Hey, a cutscene!
It's glowing. That's
I
actually
knew
very
it.
bright. It's like a flashlight.
His bracelet's glowing. Then that means...
Let me go!
No. It's an all-out attack, suddenly Persona.
Get off of me, you fuckers!
It was Dio.
It's always been Dio. Dio. You killed the old lady.
No! You don't understand.
You absolutely did.
It's all some kind of a mistake.
Yeah, I didn't mean to stab her, but you know, like what happens so often.
I was doing my nails with like this Sephiroth comically large like blade, and then suddenly she jumped me and like, you know.
She attacked me. Also, I am quite sure.
Yes.
This is my...
What exactly is? If you say whole sentences, I can try to
Dio
look it.
killed the dead lady. Tifa.
Yes. Congratulations.
Why, thank you.
I was going to do that.
Yeah, but now I confirmed it for myself.
That position is a bit sus. There's nothing wrong with it. Kay is gonna write out Dio the way he did the Zero Junior coin-operated thing.
No, that's forever ruined.
Imagining sitting on his back like Dio struggling to get free, and then Kay is like, wee! Wait.
That really is a bad mental image.
I like it. Also, hello Ringo, happy Wednesday. How are you doing?
What he said.
Shit!
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
Just a little bit of friendly wrestling. As quickly as I could, I explained to Fire what Kane I had noticed on the old woman's wrist.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Even if they'd wiped it off, I figured the Lumi-know-l would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. We've got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Well.
Wiped it off with what, by the way?
And now comes Dio with the master of all bullshittery. Well, fine, I didn't want to talk about it to you guys, but I have a kidney problem, so there's traces of blood in my urine. And earlier, when we had all split up, I really needed to go. But because of how badly I needed to go, some of it went over my bracelet. And that's what's reacting to the blood. What were you doing with your other hand? Because that's highly unlikely.
I mean, that's kind of the image.
Less like this and more like this.
Yeah, but then
yes.
it's not. I'm trying to do the motions in frame. Otherwise,
you know, if someone told me that story in this situation, I would believe it. That's why you wouldn't be able. So you pissed all over your hand, Dio? Yes, and that's why I didn't tell any of you, and that's why I didn't want to stick my hand out, because it's gross.
As if anyone...
Dio immediately dies.
As if anyone would still believe this.
I'd be okay with that ending. Dio's biggest crime? Didn't wash his hands. He probably never does.
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Are
Why?
you Zero?
No. I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
To do evil. I wouldn't assume that someone would come up with a story that elaborate on the spot. Good to know, Ringo.
Some people are really good at those things, though.
I could be the Nigerian prince sending you emails. You send for money. To do what?
Who gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
We can arrange that. So your orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives?
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
No, I believe him here.
Nah. That wasn't you.
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
And pee on his hand.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly.
Fair point.
He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
We could just put him into one of the pods and freeze him.
Only one pod works.
I'm willing to take out Quark for it.
Let's kill Quark.
Not take out as in kill, but take out as in let him like warm up somewhere.
Yeah, but we even said that might...
If I have to make the choice to have Quark's condition get a bit worse, potentially, versus letting Killer Dio run around, I'm choosing to let Quark get worse.
You're not gonna tell me we can't somehow lock him up somewhere, tie him against something.
Just break his arms. And legs.
I think legs would be better than the arms.
Why? He can still crawl.
He's not gonna get very far, is he?
I don't care. I don't know. I don't care. Just break his arms and his legs.
If anything, just legs, but let's not go
I'm
there.
just saying, in the rec room there's a huge battle axe looking thing. We could also get his bracelet off that way.
Oh yeah, and true, we can't put him in a pot without starting it. We can just put him in, close it, and put the lock on it.
Yeah, just have Case sit on him.
True, true.
Worst case if you can't lock him. He still needs to participate in the game. Does he or does his bracelet need to get into the room?
Well, then you do need to kill him.
Take the axe and chop off his hand.
I mean, true, that has been proven to work. But then
Exactly.
we might as well just kill him.
I mean...
We have nothing
Steel.
to burn the wound closed.
Oh no, what a shame. He's gonna bleed to death. Oh no, I'm so sad. Oh wait, I'm not. Where would we put him?
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods.
There you go.
I said that.
Locked it. He should be unable to escape.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
Yeah, I think you're onto something, okay? Let's go with that.
Come on, please. Hey, listen to me.
Dum, dum, dum.
We'll let you out when the white door's open. Someone's going to need your bracelet to open the secondary door.
Don't fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go! Let me go!
Also, I
Wait,
just realized we have very sharp weapons in this room that we can take.
this is a horrible scenario because, I mean, Kay is in a suit of armor, right? He's safe. But Dio is very agitated and he's just confessed to murder. I'm saying it doesn't take too much of a stretch for him to do it again. And we went to the rec room that has, I believe, a sword, an axe, a spear and a trident.
Yeah, but for him to actually escape, take these things out, takes a bit more time.
I hope so.
God damn it! I told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this! Stop! Stop! Please stop!
Nah.
No, you can't! Ah!
Do we get to know what happened to Clover and Tenmuji? And who has... It's the end.
No.
Oh, and who has Quark's bracelet?
Bye-bye, bitch. Dio still hasn't answered who the old lady is or why he killed her.
Yeah,
Don't think he ever will.
I also feel like we could have gotten more out of him.
No.
Like at least maybe a tiny bit of torture.
If I was in this situation, I would go full movie Psycho. I would go over there, I would step on his fingers and like just grill him, just get information.
You wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
You'd puke.
No. After all
Actually,
of
that's
this shit,
also a thing. You could puke over him.
that would also be beneficial potentially. If I was Sigma in this situation, Dio would not come out of there unscathed. No. Not after all of this shit. Mm-mm.
Also, we could have checked his pockets before we threw him in.
Maybe we
Like,
did if you press the button.
We did skip a whole part.
I said open it, goddammit!
I'll be a good boy, please don't do this. Kay continues pinning Dio down. In my head, he was still riding him like the Zero Junior thing.
Fanfiction has been written.
I hope that exists.
It definitely does.
I don't think so.
They're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
Did you just threaten us? Let me see what this button does. Freeze. So, I guess we figured out who the murderer was. And we found Quark.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Yeah.
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They may have already returned.
Good point.
Let's go.
Now that I'm thinking about it, they kind of just put Dio in timeout. I mean, they will need him when the white doors open, but up until then it's like, no, you're grounded. Tickling used to be a torture for Chinese officials, as anything that harmed the body would be sacrilegious. Undignified.
That can absolutely be torture though. If
Yeah.
you don't stop that.
If you have somebody who's really ticklish and they like stop breathing or something because they just get
that can
tickled too much.
definitely kill you, I'm sure of
Yeah.
that.
Huh. Looks like we aren't back yet.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
They have to be dead.
We shouldn't go looking for them, but we should go on a short break.
In that case, BRB.
BRB.
We're back.
We are. So, did they go looking for us? No, man. Now we've got to go look for them. Annoying, isn't it?
How much time until the white doors open?
Look how handy phones
79
actually
minutes.
are.
Phones? Oh, because we could just call them.
Yeah.
That's assuming we would have reception down here. Because
Yeah, but I mean, this makes
don't
you
think so.
appreciate phones.
Yeah, I appreciate smartphones all the damn time, because whenever I'm like, I wonder what that is, I can just Google it. You know, it's amazing if you think about it. Like with a smartphone, you technically hold the entire world's knowledge in your hand. It's kind of amazing if you think about it. 50 minutes.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
This is the situation in the horror movie where the movie cuts to a shot of the people that we're looking for laying dead on the ground in a basement. Kay and I nodded.
I also think some of these hallways are quite long. Just like open one of these doors and shout their names a few times every couple minutes. Like if they're in one of the hallways, they'll hear it.
Yeah, didn't they agree on like a meeting time or something earlier?
No, they
Oh,
just said
no.
after they're done.
No.
By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
How should I know?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is.
Nope.
Pretty much.
I see. That's not good.
Could we shake out the outfit thing that Kay has wrapped around him?
You could.
I mean, it's huge. I wouldn't be shocked if you can just put stuff like into the sleeve, like a pocket.
I didn't really see pockets in it.
No, but the sleeve is so big, you could just store things in there.
Yeah, but he quite often has his arms down.
I guess. Yeah. With every person that loses found unconscious, shouting won't help much. Fair point.
Yeah, but it's better than nothing. No?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's better to do something than to do nothing.
Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game.
What? Oh,
We
the
need
doors.
3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one,
Oh no. We wouldn't be able to go through the secondary door.
yeah.
Who would be pairing up with Quark?
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the cyan pair.
I love this. We should technically know this. Who's the cyan pair?
Clover and Tenmyoji.
Oh, So everyone.
Okay,
is
so
missing
they are
from
dead.
the-
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
What's going on? Does it mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet?
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
don't think Tenmyuji would just leave him behind though.
I mean, what else can you do?
I doubt we could see he wasn't dead. Tenmyuji or Clover could probably see that.
Yeah, but if it's better for him to be in the cryopod for treatment.
I still don't think he would really leave him. Besides, like, they also don't have...
Or maybe...
They could actually, Clover and Tenmyuji could have taken off the bracelets for one another. Then put Quark in.
Yeah. And given the fact that if Tenmyuji just tells Clover who he is, they might actually do that together. Maybe they are missing because Clover and Tenmyuji are talking about all the things they don't want us to hear. Namely, that Tenmyuji is Junpei. And they should work together.
If this was their plan though, they would have been long gone.
No, as in work together to do stuff right now that they don't want us to hear yet.
Then they wouldn't really do the whole bracelet taking off thing.
Why not?
There's no point then. Why would you do that and not just leave and then talk about it?
At the very least, so that no bullshittery happens and I randomly die from this thing.
Nah.
Why would I not remove that risk?
Yeah, but I don't think that's the case.
Let's find out. Then why aren't they back yet?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
What?
Shouldn't be possible.
No, that's not possible. The primary doors haven't even opened yet.
Perhaps someone opened one of them.
How?
I don't know. But it's happened before.
Has it?
Remember the 3 doors on the other side
Oh,
of the
yeah.
door? Someone made one of them open.
Okay.
Perhaps this is the same thing.
But that's against the rules.
Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyuji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
Alternative theory to who Zero is? It's Tenmyuji. And the whole reason behind this Nonary game has nothing to do with Radical 6. Has nothing to do with Free the Soul. He's doing this in a chance to summon back Akane.
I don't think they're gonna go with the exact same story again.
I mean, technically he didn't run the first game or the second game.
I mean, yeah, but it would be the same thing happening. I'm more with you on Sigma is Zero at this point.
Oh! I'm happy you have come to see the light.
It's still the...
Quite the interesting theory. People will do everything for love.
I mean...
Don't blame them.
Yeah, but they're definitely not going with that. 100%.
I want to see your face if it turns out that there is a dual ending.
They're not
the game
gonna repeat.
ends with a true ending being 2 endings technically.
They're not gonna
one
repeat the
where
same
0
plot
is
twist.
Sigma and one where at the same time but in the other 50%
No.
of multiverses it's Tenmyuji for the reasons I just explained. I would not
Why would
stop
they repeat
shouting and
the
dancing.
same plot twist?
It's not the same plot
It
twist.
is absolutely the same thing.
Oh look, video games. If they did, we won't know. I can't focus on the text now because if they did, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
So I would assume.
This is still all just speculation though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can stay behind so that we don't miss them if they come back.
Okay. I'll stay.
And then the other 2 don't come back? And then we need to go missing for the rest?
Yeah, and if it's not K, I don't think anyone from the participants is Zero. Red herring to sort out. I wouldn't put it past them. Yeah, it's possible.
I could agree with that, but in the one person in the suit being Zero, but then again, just because it is so
Obvious.
so obvious, it is also the perfect way to hide it. Like, I don't think it is the case because it would be too in your face that the person hiding himself.
Have we ever seen K and Sigma stand next to each other?
Yes. No.
On screen, next to each other.
No.
Okay.
We've never really seen Sigma in...
No, on screen, as in we can see...
They're the same person.
What a fair. That's what I was going with.
They're two Sigmas.
Yes, what if K is another version of Sigma inhabiting this body?
No.
Also trying to make Sigma become zero happen be a thing. Do it, you're in control.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, all right?
See,
Sigma
now we
A
set a time.
And
like
Sigma B.
Yeah, Sigma B, Sigma balls.
Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you.
So we're gonna leave that to one person.
Of course. Yeah. But all she has to do is stand here.
How about we all meet 15 minutes before the timer is up, or at least K, at the pod, so that we have 2 people on the safe side to drag Dio back with us. No risk.
Isn't that what we're doing?
No. We're the ones that are gonna take Dio back with us. Like, only us.
Isn't that what you just said?
No, that K comes meet us at the pod. So that we have 2 people.
Please, Mr. Balls is my father. You can call me Sigma. Friends call me Siggy! And this is my friend Fido! This is the pantry.
So it would appear.
I feel like some cereal right now.
Why does everyone see a pantry in this immediately?
Because it says so on the door.
Okay.
Too easy for you? Well, it looks like they're not here.
When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
What was too easy for me was solving the puzzles in this room. Booyah!
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though. Let's head upstairs.
Maybe they've been processed into dry food.
Why would you say these things?
Very well.
No, not well. Do you think they're both trying to... Cannibalism, always on the mind. Do you honestly believe there is a chance that they just randomly get back into the pantry that they had already explored, I believe, and then they both trip into the food processor in a way that they both get food processed? Don't answer that. Don't.
It could absolutely happen. Like, first, Tenmiyuji dramatically trips into the food processor. Then Clover is trying to grab him, but her hand gets stuck and she can't like pull it out, and then you have to...
Oh no, longer black screen. Never mind. Yeah, sometimes it's like a second longer or a split second and it feels weird, no? Because you expect like a cutscene to start.
It makes your heart skip a second faster.
Skip a second faster.
Yeah.
You need help if your heart starts skipping faster.
Well, if it beats faster. If it beats faster, it also skips faster.
Your heart shouldn't skip at all. I need to get Tifa one of those like smartwatches that also checks her heart, because I think it might tell us something.
Might explain a bit.
Blood oxygen level -20. Oh.
My heart skips a beat. That's a skip too much.
DMCA. Exactly. Even when she sees you, Jack, when she sees me, I'd rather her heart not skip a beat, because I want her to be in a perfectly healthy condition.
Aww.
So I appreciate the thought, but I'd rather she be cool, calm, and collected. And the 4C would be thinking about cannibalism, I guess. No one here either, huh?
Warms my heart.
Tenmiji loves scotch so much I thought we might find him here drinking some.
Yeah, but he's so worried about Quark, he's just sitting here drinking.
He's laying behind the counter, just
all knocked out.
Completely boozed out of his mind. It was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I probably would have described as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes.
Then how can you describe...
it's Radical 6 in it!
But how can you describe it as blankly?
Well, clearly his eye monitor thing reacts to what he's doing.
The moment Kay just stands still and looks at something, technically he's looking at something blankly.
Actually, no, I can tell you how. That's how his eyes are different. Also, if you want to tell me, oh, you can't see emotion because you can't see his face, The Mandalorian. It's the little head nods and the tilts and the body language.
Not the case here.
Uh-huh. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask...
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to the suit, I'd kind of forgotten you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? You still don't remember anything.
Well, actually...
He's probably starting to remember.
Strap in.
I did remember a little.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Really?
Yes.
What did you remember?
My father.
Oh. My father ran a pharmacy empire. Trying to think of what was the name again?
I wasn't facepalm because of you, I was facepalm because of the second word.
Yeah, but I was trying to think of...
Yeah, my father owned this like pharmacy empire, and he has this really rare like medical thing. It's called prosopagnosia. My father is Vader. It's like in PlayStation 1 games where people move their arms around a lot to hide the fact that their faces don't look that good. And it worked back then.
I mean...
Nothing could be my father from two. When did you remember that? Did it just pop out of nowhere?
Please, don't joke. This is serious.
Sorry. So, you remembered who your father was?
Yes.
What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
Ow.
He's another cultist! The father is left or brother, depending on who you want to put in there. Left
his
being
father left his memory.
Yes. K is brother!
You really think K is... No,
K is brother! K is gonna be the head of Free the Soul. So that's why he needs to be hidden, so that Dio doesn't recognize him.
No, wouldn't that be more of a reason to have Dio infiltrate this thing? No, Dio would have been nice to K if he knew he was actually brother.
That's why he doesn't have a mother, because he only has his father being left as in his genetical sample.
Brother had a mother.
He is a tube baby. He was created in one of those clone facilities.
Yeah, but if he's actually left or brother, he's not cloned.
He is either...
Left is the one that died, no?
He is...
Brother is the one that died.
Oh, so your dad raised you?
Well...
No, he's either what?
No. K is Quark.
K isn't... Where are you all going? K is not Quark. What? Yeah.
I don't have a mother. I only have a father.
K is everyone and no one.
He's talking about Ten Miyuji.
We're going back to K is a robot, and the duck in the golem room is actually my mother, and the other duck is my father.
The real K with her friends remain along the way. K stopped for a moment and then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in a facility where my father worked.
No! That is adorable! No! What? Look at it! Look, that is so cute!
I think they did this on
That is adorable!
This is just a visual for the awe, because we don't know what he actually looks like, so we also can't imagine him as a kid.
I don't think that's how K... It's lowercase K. Oh.
It's okay.
Dark Lord, I love you. Mwah. Have you been sitting on this one for a while, or was that spontaneous? Either way, magnificent. Magnificent. We have K with K. But like what Tifa said, I'm pretty sure that's what Sigma imagines younger K to look. Fuck all of you. You like it. That's the worst part. But in a facility. Okay, so
Just came to me.
he is a free the soul, like top echelon kind of person.
He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. So,
Is this the K ending?
I wouldn't be shocked. But then K's dad is gonna be Sigma.
Do you really think Sigma had a kid? I mean,
I'm pretty sure he is a clone. K is a clone. My question is, let me also write that one down. K is Sigma.
So is K left? Is K brother? Is K a robot? Is K zero? Is K a clone? Or is K quark? You kinda have to pick one at this point. You have 6 written down after another of who K is. Do we really allow this?
First of all, I wrote down K.
Do we allow this?
Tifa, my answer to your question is yes to all of these, depending on which universe we're currently in.
We're in this universe.
Well, I don't know about this one. My predictions are about the true ending universe.
Okay, you know what?
What if K was Lotus? I'd be okay with it.
I'm gonna go with K is anyone but the 6,000 options Jack has written down.
K is anyone but that. I'll take it. Tifa has infinite options. I have 3. And if I'm
No, you have left, brother, quark, clone. I think you also had robot, and you have 0.
Yeah, and 2 of them are the same thing now that we learned more.
No, they're not.
Yes, Sigma is 0. Therefore, K
No.
being a clone of Sigma.
You can't go in
is
this
also...
infinite loop.
It's not a loop, it's
Yes,
2
it
things
is.
are true at the same
No,
time.
it's a prediction, it's a loop. These are different things.
Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong, At night they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. So, for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working, as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for another. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding. Okay. I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed.
Her ID number?
That's gonna be the old dead lady. Kay has always been here for some reason, at least when the events of this Nonary game happen. And old dead lady is actually not old, I guess, but she's the robot. She's mother.
No, I still think the robot is Luna.
Old dead lady is mother.
Nah. Luna is mother.
Luna is mommy. If you do this, I can't read more text. Just saying.
Her ID number. That does make it seem like he made a robot.
The old lady is 7.
Or the clones have. All the clones could also have an ID number.
I wouldn't be shocked.
So he cloned a woman.
Anything.
Actually, they don't clone women. They already mentioned that.
Free the Soul doesn't clone women.
True, true.
Other people might. No, that is such
so
a sad
there.
picture.
Okay, so it is a robot.
That hurts
Oh,
my
look at
soul.
how his plushie looks like. It's all ripped up now.
If I'm playing with it too much. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He'd never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot and it will respond, but in the end you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I'd wanted, I still had the education software my father had given me. I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me. It looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course, it was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies.
This is that old lady. And then the father is... Sigma? No, wait, studied biology.
Which is enough to make, well,
Oh wait,
which
our
is a
current
step to make a
Sigma
clone.
is that... Oh no, wait.
Well, Mortenard was so kind to remind us that it has been told to us that Sigma is studying for a PhD in something biology related. Now, it could be biology as in virology, as in to fight Radical 6. It could be biology to make clones.
Yeah, but not...
Maybe both.
building robots.
No. But hey, this is science fiction future. Maybe there are machines that build robots for you.
Yeah, but it's very clear here that his father created a new robot.
Oh, he ordered it? I don't know. Ultimately though, the truth didn't matter. I left her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research. So I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while, every day I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. There! It's Zero and Old Dead Lady.
Isn't that exactly what I said?
Yes, you did for Old Dead Lady, not for Zero.
Okay, yeah, fair. Also, that doesn't say Zero.
That is Zero. That looks like the Termite Man.
I mean, yeah, true, the outfit does.
That's gonna be Sigma. And K is gonna be a clone. What?
Okay, so Sigma, an old dead lady, set everything in motion? But why was old dead lady in the game? And not...
4 years passed in the blink of an eye until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve her goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die.
Wait, so they set her...
They knew this was gonna happen.
So she sent her into the game knowing Dio or someone would kill her.
Yes.
But why?
If we go with my, I think, beautifully working theory, that Zero set all of this up for a reason to distill all of the multiverses and timelines into the one where a certain event has to happen, the true ending events. Then, do you remember the Avengers Endgame?
No.
I know you've seen bits of it. There's this thing where Thanos comes to Earth, and then they fight, and they can't beat Thanos because the plot needs to happen. And then Doctor Strange does this like time thing where he's like,
oh no, it was like
I have seen 14 billion different possible futures, and there's only one in which we survive. My thinking is that Zero has kind of the same ability, where it's like, okay, in all of the infinite worlds of all of these parallel universes happening, there's one instance where this works, but in that one thing, you die. So he tells her, and she's like, well, for the greater good, I guess.
Then she wouldn't say that she planned to give her life.
Why? Maybe they talked about this, and he told her, you know what?
I also don't think
Fuck
it's like
the world,
a guarantee
Tifa.
thing. It's
if I have
more
to choose
like
between you surviving and the world being doomed, I'll take your life over that of the world. And she goes like, no.
Something along that line maybe, but not.
I'm gonna be so amazed when this is.
It's not gonna be the thing where they go like, oh, this is the only way to like do this.
Yes.
I think they're convinced that this might be the case.
Bro, what about me? Like I told you, love. Nothing stronger. I love you all, but Tifa, I love more.
No.
And if I have to choose between the world and Tifa, then sorry, it's Tifa.
How sweet.
I'm not even joking. Sorry. You shouldn't put me in this position. I'm saying.
We're choosing enough for the world too.
Yeah, see? That's what I mean. Like, don't put me into these shoes because, well, I guess I'll enjoy my life then. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death. I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward.
Does anyone remember Kay saying, I remember a little bit? Like, I remember I had a father and now his entire life story is flooding out?
Only you would go through this situation, which is somewhere between really adorable with mini K, lowercase, and all of this and go, this is not a little information.
Yes!
Take it! Oh no, the lasagna I ordered a piece, but they gave me a whole one, and I only paid for the piece.
We are on a time limit. We have like 50 minutes. People are missing, and now we're spending half a day on. I remember a little.
This is Tifa. I bought a scratch-off lottery ticket and could say I could win $10. I won 100. What's up with that? That's you.
You know the funny thing?
I went to the ice cream place and I asked for 1 scoop of ice cream, and they gave me free. How dare they?
I wish that would happen to me.
That's you. That's you right now. You are me. Boy, I'm usually complaining about nonsensical things.
Oh, yeah, that's basically it.
Don't put Jack in the moon boots. Yes, this new Tifa sounds like Seinfeld. I was trying to go with that. But what's up with that? Now, can we get through the rest of this and you can just accept that you're getting some of the lore we've been waiting for like 3 months to get to?
I can accept it.
Thank you, Tifa. Perhaps I thought I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I'd bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare, Look at me. Look me in the face. Look. How does it feel? How does it feel? Say it.
I ain't looking.
Say it.
No.
Look at me. Say it.
Yeah, basically that. I absolutely refuse. Welcome back, Sabes.
K is Sigma's clone. Check.
Hey, we do not have it confirmed yet that is Sigma.
Shut the fuck up. I said it, therefore it's gonna be true. I told you, Tifa. Fi explained this to us. I am the main character. If I say I observe reality like this,
and yes,
the game will make it like this.
K is Zero's clone in if anything. Not Sigma. We do not have it confirmed that Sigma is Zero. Also,
Sigma
what
Zero.
did you write down exactly?
K is Sigma's clone.
But then it's wrong. We don't know. That Sigma...
Stop arguing the spelling of words with me.
Yes, I actually
Tifa,
will.
Tifa, why must you try to hold your umbrella over the ground? Over the ground of truth, where I'm trying to shine my light of wisdom. Accept it.
I still...
Accept it.
Absolutely refuse this.
Quark's in a pod. Dio has been Lumi-know-l. He killed old dead lady, and we're having the
K remembers that he has a father.
Remembering things, and I once again am correct. How does it feel?
I'm still not saying anything.
Does this feel worse than when time travel was confirmed real, or?
No.
Okay.
No. Absolutely no.
If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father and with her, and even with her research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor and with it the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remember in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she had shown me had been real. She made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. Old dead lady is Akane.
That does seem to confirm it, yes. But what's the favor here? I had that one.
To die, to have this all become possible.
That was at the somewhere more towards the beginning.
Blub, 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 blub. 10 Mewgeo 7, I was so close.
Bloody blah. Next page, probably.
Murdered lady is June. We can check that one off now.
I think
it's fair to say.
It's not confirmed.
Tifa, please look at this.
I mean, this absolutely makes sense, but still.
Wasn't missing it, but have it off. If he was missing it, he would have trouble with a white door. We don't know that yet. We actually discussed this, but we don't know yet how that's gonna happen.
Yeah, we haven't found the bracelet yet.
True, we have a body. Oh well, the person.
He's still
Quark is
alive.
It's Akane. It is Akane. Wait! Do you think that means that the timeline Virtue's Last Reward is playing in is the Akane timeline? Because we know there's two. There's the one where Akane lives, and there's the one where Junpei lives. I think it's two. We don't know yet. We only know that Junpei tried to find Akane.
Well, this is absolutely the line where she was saved, because Ten Miyuji, if we go with Junpei, was like, oh, I need to find her, spent all of his life trying to find her, but in the meantime she was doing this in order to save his life in the future.
I still don't know how this old timeline thing plays
I think
together.
both of them were in the same timeline, but instead she was in this facility.
She was hiding.
Yeah, hiding basically, trying to save his future.
For his sake, she said, and for the sake of a future she had wanted. Wait, now I'm skipping things. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of a future she had wanted, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory.
So how did he ended up in the game?
He's part of it. He's the avatar of Zero, I guess, potentially.
But he doesn't need to be in it for that.
Well, if he is in it, it's easier to control certain things. You know, if
I'm
you
not getting
are
the feeling he's controlling things.
Well, you know how usually with these like killing game scenarios, the person who runs the operation is watching from behind the scenes?
Oh, that doesn't really help if you
that
lost your
person
memory.
cannot watch from behind the scenes because they have already died, maybe Zero in this current state of timeline multiversedness is dead. Then the next best thing is to have like a janitor or whatever kind of character in there to go like, yeah, no, this thing needs to be there. I need to make sure that they can solve this puzzle so that this can happen. You know?
Well, seems a bit...
Hey, did you see that over there, Sigma? You know, point people in the right direction when we need a little nudge.
Yeah, but I don't get the feeling that's the case here.
Does he? Okay, let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
It's
Not
okay.
having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
So you remember almost everything?
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh.
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit?
Oh, what's wrong?
I don't feel very well.
Radical 6.
Because I remembered so much so
maybe not.
quickly.
Well, either it's like...
Head feels like it's going to explode.
Either Radical 6 or his brain trying to cope with potentially decades
Probably that.
of information suddenly being there again.
Probably that.
I don't feel so well, Mr. Stark. That kid, Tom Holland, is such a good actor.
I do recall that line, actually.
Watching that hurt. The rest I don't really care. Are you okay?
Yes. I think I just need to rest.
Okay. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and tend mute you
I'm
myself.
sorry. Thank you.
Kay lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room.
This angle, I don't know, makes it seem very weird.
And they are dead. I'm pretty sure somebody is still gonna die. I sleep. He looks very relaxed. Well, I guess I'd better get moving then.
Bloop.
Small lowercase k was so cute.
Kinda was. Also sad.
Yes, but like the picture was adorable. Just the picture, not the whole story. That hurt me. I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Vi. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either.
I mean, we technically only went into 2 rooms. So.
I mean, that is true. But they don't know that.
Yeah.
Where's Kay?
He's in the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in. Why are we going back immediately?
Maybe she doesn't trust
What's
it.
up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too well.
Don't say I guess. He said it.
Yeah.
This makes it seem so suspicious.
Yeah, it does. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
Is he alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
Hey, Fi, he just regained some memories. It really took a toll on him. He just needs to chill for a bit. 3 sentences. Super short.
Basically.
And then all the way on the way back to the white chromatic door room thingies, we can talk about the details.
Well, the question is that our story to tell? We don't know yet that it's connected to our situation.
K, tired. Sigma, wired. Yeah, I guess. No, but even without giving details, you can just say, hey, he regained his memories, he shared them with me.
He remembered he has a dad, you can say that.
Yeah. If you don't immediately put 1 and 1 together and go like, this is connected. What?
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
That's not the worst thing I've been called.
I'm gonna remember that one.
Really? I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely 0 sense. The more I try and figure it out, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out of my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole Nonary Game thing for? And what is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Do you think Zero Junior said it is one of you because K is a clone? And it went like zzz, zzz, biometric data confirmed.
But would he really
Yes.
be, or put it in such a suspicious way? If he wants to, like, keep that information...
But they had the whole conversation of exactly that at the beginning. Okay, we think you are Zero because you're in a weird suit. It's like, I'm not Zero. I guess we have nothing else to go on. Let's just ignore this problem for now. How's he going to get biodata of a man sealed in a suit? Sensors inside the suit. Or cadence of speech. I don't know.
If anything, they knew beforehand.
Probably.
Oh. Why did it go to auto?
Because you once again did this thing and you tapped the control button.
That was not even close.
Dark Lord, you just confirmed it. Because the cadence of his speech. Exactly!
No.
Is that, yeah, I guess you can say that. When they said one of them is 0 senior. Exactly! But that's just even more like, one of us is 0, right? He's like, well, I mean, biologically, kinda.
It's not incorrect if it's... Well, actually we know it's the case now, but...
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed him. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Well, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here.
What the fuck do I not remember that? That was in like the very first stream.
Yeah. First.
So, yeah, the first.
30th of July. It's been a bit. It's 27th of September now.
It's very fair to not remember that.
Yeah. Which is why I'm really happy to have all of you like super fans here that go like, actually you just don't remember that. Thank you for that. How did she become so old? Was she always a lady? Did she always have a stab wound? I don't even know anything about you, Vi. Is this the moment where we start flirting?
You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
At this point we can suspect everyone, really.
No, that's not it.
I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
If...
Wait, she's trailing off.
Do you think Fi is Akane's clone?
I don't want to believe that everyone is a clone of someone.
Because, like, in the flashback, the stroll down memory lane with Kay, there was this thing.
We're still on the first one!
Thing. What the Is this thing broken?
Me.
I'm okay with this.
How
that
did
means there's
not...
more stuff. I'm super happy about this, but what the hell?
How was Kay's story not at least one thingy?
Distinct reaction. I mean...
How?
She didn't even vote yet or go into a new room. True. This is the longest piece of flow.
Oh my god.
No, I mean... flashback lady said to lower K's... there is a future in which no one has to die. Maybe that was like a metaphor kind of thing where like, hey, your dad...
Infinite clones?
Your dad made a copy of me so that even if this version of me can't live a happy life with the man of my dreams, then maybe my clone can. You know, through this, in a way, I get a second chance.
I still want to believe this is all to get the cure for Radical 6, and in that regard, no one needs to die.
3 streams for this ending alone. 3 streams just for this one piece of flow.
Yeah.
She trailed off. You heard that, right?
It's either Quark or Dio knocking on... Oh wait, is this at the door?
I don't know.
We can't hear knocking in the pots.
I don't know.
Yeah. It came from the hallway.
Well, let's go have a look. That's a loud knock.
There's nobody here.
It's not very soundproof then either.
It's just old pipes, you know? When a house is settling, when it gets colder or warmer, pipes sometimes make weird sounds. Maybe they got on the elevator?
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
Okay, someone went in.
But who?
Clover. Then Miyuji. Someone?
Kay was in the room with us. Fi was with us. Quark, Clover, and Miyuji were in the lower floor. Technically, it could have been one of the 3. Or Dio if they released him. Let's go. Where are we going with this? Where's the story going with this? I hate that they do the travel in real time. It just adds to like the whole... Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just head for the green door.
So now we get to explore all the 3 rooms, I guess. And it's gonna be the last one we check.
Let's find out. Why?
Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
Good point. So?
You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
Okay, fine.
Just go have a look. Just go have a darn look.
Hey Sigma, can you ask in the store if they still have this item? If it's not here, they won't have it. I'm not gonna ask. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. That's me.
Why did you put Sigma's name there?
This is the same energy. Hey, we can just walk the 2 steps through this door and check on them. No, they're fine. I don't want to look at them. Then Muji or Clover probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. But I don't think they'd heard Quark or Dio.
Are you sure?
Huh?
Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Tenmyuji is going ham on Dio. If Tenmyuji learns or realizes that Dio killed Akane,
He would absolutely
he
murder
is
him.
gonna shred him with his hands.
But how would he have learned that?
Justified. I don't know. Hey Dio, why are you in this thing? And then Dio runs his mouth because he's an
Dio would
idiot.
not say that. He is not stupid enough to then tell Tenmyuji in that situation, oh, I'm put in here because I killed
Dio
someone.
disregards everybody else enough, and if we go with your... Yeah,
No.
I could see it.
Dio would not run his mouth in that situation.
Only one way to find out. Are you serious? You're gonna believe him?
Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Alright, fine. So who's dead now? We headed to the first part.
Dio's stingy is open.
Oh yeah.
Which is also a good point to...
I hate you. I hate you. When did cliffhangers become your thing? They were mine.
Honestly, it's always a cliffhanger here.
Also, you only saved once. That's illegal.
That is very true.
At least twice.
In this game, there's literally always a cliffhanger. There always is.
Because you make them. Why so early? Because Tifa needs to get up early tomorrow morning.
I need to get up extra early tomorrow. I have a bit of a headache.
Wait, we still have 30 minutes!
No, not today.
Tell her that. I'm blessed I work from home. Like between waking up and going to work, I need 30 seconds if I take my time. Like I roll out of bed and I sit here and then I go work.
On Friday we're gonna have
All right.
we're gonna have a normal one again.
You promised that, no.
Yeah.
Are we gonna finish the rest of this floor on Friday?
I will never promise
Under normal
anything like that
circumstances,
again.
I would totally say, yeah, let's do that. Let's make that commitment. But after how this one has been going so far, you didn't wake up in the morning feeling just like P. Diddy? No. I also don't brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack. What else was in that song from Kesha? TikTok, right? Not the platform,
I
but
have
the
no
song.
clue. But I took some pills before stream. They're kind of starting to wear off, and I also don't want to take new ones just before bed.
Yeah,
so just gonna end it with a cliffhanger. On Friday, I doubt we're gonna finish this. I'm not even gonna say that.
It's a big game. Or we can just clone Tifa to continue streaming. Wait, I'm preparing to jump. I'm preparing to jump.
Oh, I thought you were actually gonna put on the...
Oh, are we done already?
Tifa clones. Don't you have a button for that?
No, I don't. No, I never made a button for this. Usually, whenever I do one of the occasionally rare solo streams, I find a way to get Tifa in there.
There's a cardboard Tifa for OBS.
Basically, yes. But to keep performance in OBS up, I also always delete it again afterwards. So, do I still have it set up? I don't think so.
You delete me.
Yeah.
You actually delete me.
Yes.
How am I not a...
I have a file.
Wow.
I just don't have it set up because the more unnecessary stuff you load here. I've got the thing here.
Wow.
How about this? I show you the digital cardboard cutout. Yeah, that's it.
On stream, the small version looks...
You're not getting the small version. Getting the big version.
The big version looks like we can skip it.
You ready? Right quick? Everybody prepared? Cardboard cutout Tifa.
Yeah, usually I'm like somewhere here on the side.
I put it in the background somewhere. Flattery.
I know, right?
It's a screenshot. Like it's literally it's not even like made specifically for this purpose. This was usually it's there. This is just a screenshot I took off of the face Tifa pulled during the setup ones.
I mean, with some of the games you play without me, that face is justified, but...
I want to still make like an edit out of all the sound checks we do. We do actually record those so that I can listen back to them and see if the audio levels are good. And I keep them. And maybe I'll make like a 10-hour version of cutting them all together. And then you can see all the things Tifa does while I'm just sitting here trying to do my job. She's not helpful, not always.
I also have to always repeat the same line when we set up.
Yes, Tifa, it's a sound check.
You never say the same thing, only I have to say the same thing.
Because I'm not the problem with the sound checks. Tifa has a thing where if it wasn't for her having gotten better at this and learned how to like project her voice, normally she talks a bit like this. And
I have a soft voice.
All of our audio setup is specifically tailored to two people in close proximity being able to talk and you hearing it. And Tifa is the problem. I mean, it's also a small room, that doesn't help, but all of this, I don't sound as good as I could because that would break her audio from what I've tried to set up. So,
I mean, yeah, two people is definitely a problem.
These microphones, like the gain settings, the volumes are tuned to make her audible. It's like trying to listen to a mouse out in a field somewhere. Unless you're like a hawk, you are not genetically predisposed to be able to hear this. It's really annoying.
It's hard having to repeat the same thing. And the same thing, yeah. My line is brilliant though. I have a really good setup line.
Do you want to say it? Or you want people to see it when we eventually cut it all together?
Nah, that's still gonna take a while. My setup line is... Here it comes. If a giant and a dwarf are together, they might be pregnant by men.
That is based on the title of an isekai manga. It's slightly different, but this just stuck. So every time when we do the setup before the stream, we do a volume check, I get everything going, then we record a sound check where I can say whatever because I'm not the problem, and Tifa has to say that sentence because somehow that magical mantra gives her the energy to speak the way she does on stream. If she's just speaking normally, you know, then she just usually talks like this, and I mean, you can still hear it, but especially with music playing in the background, I mean, it's not as easy to make out what she's saying, you know.
I sometimes still forget to speak loud and it's a bit harder to hear me.
Just Akane is, if you meant old lady, was it a theory? Confirm the stream I misheard. Theory, and for my experience with what has just happened in the story, I call it confirmed.
It's not confirmed.
It's 99%.
But it's like...
They've all but confirmed that the old lady is
95%
Akane and the Dio killed her.
clear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If it looks like Akane and talks like Akane and has Akane's memories and looks a bit like Akane,
we don't really have...
probably another person. No, it's been at minimum heavily implied. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Could still be wrong, but we're gonna see that later at some point.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep. But for now, we're gonna call it a night. We shall be back on Friday, because today is Wednesday.
Yeah.
With more Virtuous Last Reward.
Those are the things you say after we press the button.
You always say that, but now I
But
say
now
it
I'll say them again.
Oh, that's okay. Now
Then
you can
people will say
them again.
I'm being redundant.
You're never
You're taking
redundant.
my job. Gute Nacht, J und T. Oh wait, Tifa, what's that letter called? Wait, one more thing. Yeah?
I keep falling for this. Not G.
That's correct. J-Jaw. J-Jaw. The letter is called
Why can I not
J-Jaw.
say... No, J was German.
J is German.
Yay,
Yay is... I never heard Jod before.
J is...
J. It's the German way of saying...
G.
G is...
J.
Exactly, Tifa. The letter is J, as in Jack. Yeah, J. J-O-T. That's how you would write it in German.
Yeah. It's a weird... like, no one does that.
Yeah, why would we? Why would you think that's what it is called, Tifa?
I have a problem with J. I don't know
Excuse
why.
you? We're gonna discuss this off stream. See what kind of poem she has with me. I'm gonna go to HR. I am HR. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. We'll be back on Friday with more Virtuous Last Reward. See you then. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.